Hi everyone, my name is Michelle and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last made a video, but today I am back. So I hope all of you are doing well. Today I'll be sharing a really easy skincare tips in terms of how I clear my skin, since from this to what I have today. So just a little backup story. My skin type was like normal to combination before, sometimes sensitive and dry depending on the winter seasons. However, during the pandemic I got a really bad breakouts. My breakouts were so horrifying that I don't even know how to describe to you guys in words. So what essentially happened was, my very first experience of wearing a mask, I was actually wearing a painter's mask, which is equivalent to a N95. Back then the N95 were limited to nurses and medical personnel, so I was not able to obtain that. So wearing a painter's mask has similar filtration, and my first time wearing that I wore a duration of 18 hours. I always have to wear a surgical mask on board, and I think that kind of shocked my skin in terms of me cleansing it at the end of the day, and my skin was just not happy. So ever since then I was having little bumps on my face during the crevices right here, and I was getting it on my little, like above the lips near my smile lines, where all the moisture was trapped wearing the surgical mask. So I have multiple pictures of showing you guys how I look like in between, and my breakout lasted for over a year. And also because during the lockdown I was not able to go to my dermatologist, I was not able to go to my doctor, so many of the times I just kind of resort to pimple stickers, pimple dressings, which is this guy right here. And then I also have Physiogel, which is a pimple cream that has benzoyl peroxide in it. I was going back and forth with a bunch of random drugstore products because those were my only remedy that I was using throughout my 20s. Then I would wake up with really bad rashes, like really bad rashes from the benzoyl peroxide gel. Then the next day I would actually go into my topical steroid because I always had mild eczema since I was a kid. So these topical steroids were always a staple in the house, and regardless of my rashes, just because my eczema and I always have prescriptions for these guys. But going back and forth for this whole year-long process was just not able to cut it. Like these bumps, they were not pimples like I've explained to you. They were just bumps that were surviving like the top layer of my skin. They were not going to mature, but of course I always kind of like fiddle around with it, and then so I can put a pimple sticker on it just because I was breaking the skin on the top. Just not a good time in my life, and my skin was not happy. So eventually I think this weakened my skin barrier a lot, and I was not able to use a lot of the normal skincare that I have originally used. So today I want to share with you guys all the products that has worked for me for my breakouts. If you have something that are similar to the situation as me from mask wearing, these are, I wouldn't say immediate results, but they have been the savior of my life. So I just kind of want to share with you guys what product I've been using and what regimen I've been following to build onto my skin. So without further ado, let's get started. Step 1. So I want to share with you guys what I normally do when my face was really inflamed and it was really not happy. It was just not taking everything in. So my step 1 is that I would use normal contact solutions. Anyone would do. These are just the disposable ones that I got when I was in Taiwan. So like I said, you can use normal contact solution as well. What I do is that after cleansing my face, I would just kind of dab this all over my face to make sure my face is not burning, because this is pH safe as well. So this helped to moisturize my face when it was really irritated and inflamed. Then next, what really saved my life eventually was that my family doctor prescribed this TactuPump. So TactuPump has 0.3% adapalene in it and also has 2.5% of benzoyl peroxide. What this does is that I use this as a spot treatment on all the pimples that were on my face, and after the Saline Water, I would go in with this just as a spot treatment on the infected areas where all the bumps were. Like literally, if the whole bump was all over across my face, then I would just spread a thin layer of this across my face. And the only reason why I say a thin layer is that you want to make sure your skin absorbs this. You don't want to just kind of keep building onto skincare onto that doesn't help your skin to absorb. So during this time, I actually believe that skincare detox was a real thing. Less is more. So I was using this onto my pimples directly right after the Saline Water. Then next, just my favorite cream that I have used is these two. So this is the Dr. G R.E.D Blemish Gel, and this is the Physiogel, and this is the facial cream. So the two difference is that this one that I just recommended you guys, this is more like a gel texture, whereas the Physiogel, it is more of a cream texture. So these two cream has been such a lifesaver. I actually use the Dr. G one more of a serum after the pimple cream dries. Then depending on that day, if it's summer or winter, I kind of transition between these two. This Physiogel has been amazing. Use them throughout the whole year depending on which season you're in, and I definitely recommend these two. Then throughout the years after my pimple has healed, so this is actually my normal skincare regimen that I've been using every day now. So instead of using my pimple cream, because those bumps are now gone, I actually been switching to more of like skincare that helps you to build onto your skin barrier. Now that my bumps are cured, it's really important for you to build on the moisture and the barrier of your skin to make sure you're strengthened literally the wall, so then you don't get these bacteria coming in from wearing a mask or from pollution. So I want to explain to you guys which product I have been really enjoying. So one of them is the Innisfree Hydrating Serum with Green Tea Seed. I use this only during the day underneath my makeup, and I just find that this never irritates my skin, and then it just makes my skin healthy and hydrated. Then this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Pair Serum, it is one of my go-to, and I transitioned this between this and my Dr. G. My skin feels really healthy and plump after using this, and I normally, depending on how my skin feel like that day, if I want something a little heavier, then I would go in with the Estee Lauder. Then at the end, cream. 3 serums that I highly recommend, and so this is just for the day because it's not tacky and super simple. And these are the 2 serums that I've been transitioning before my cream. Then right now, also because of all the scarring that I got from the treatments and also from the pimples, the breakouts, I have been using retinol for, I would say, for over 5 years now. But because of the breakout, I was not able to use retinol, of course, because you don't want to use something that's too harsh for your face. So ever since my skin got a little better, I started using retinol again, started introducing for my skin just so that I could look more youthful and look more young. And this is the retinol that I have been using. You can use any retinol as you like as well, and I just want to explain to you guys quickly how I've been using it. So after rinsing my face, now I no longer use the Saline Water when my face is completely clean with nothing on it. I go in with the retinoid, and then I would go back into dry my hair and doing whatever I needed, make sure the retinol is fully absorbed. Then I would go into my serum. So the serum I explained to you guys was the Estee Lauder or the Dr. G that I've been using. Those are the 2 go-to that I always use. And then depending on how I feel like that day, if I've been using heavy makeup or I feel like a really deep cleanse, I would use my Paula's Choice. So this Paula's Choice is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliate. This has been amazing for getting rid of pigmentation. Like I said, because of my breakouts, I have a lot of scarring on my face, and I just use a simple cotton pad and I would kind of wipe this all over my face, and I transition between these two. I never use these two together. I always transition, pick one or another. I want to build onto my moisture because right now it's still during the winter. After going into my serum, I would go into oils. And now oils are really, really important, and I don't know if any of you understand how great they are. So these are my 3 favorite. So I have the Ordinary 100% Squalene oil, the Ordinary Bee oil, and this is the Sage, and they call this the Balancing Elixir. So let's talk about the Ordinary oil. So how I typically use these is that with the Bee oil, so like I said, I use this after the serum. After serum, I would go in with the Bee oil along with some toner because the Bee oil is actually a little thicker consistency than the 100% Squalene oil. But the Bee oil has amazing ingredients in it, such as panthenol. So I do try to incorporate this because I do feel like panthenol helps with your skin barrier. Just overall with moisture and everything, I definitely want to lock everything in after the serum. Then I would typically warm it about 5 seconds with another toner, warm it up, and then I would just kind of press it into your face. And now while pressing onto my face, I typically will leave my face to dry for a minute after the oil. Then I would go into my cream. So how I typically do my skincare is that after I cleanse face, I would choose between retinoid or my exfoliate. Then after this, I would go in with my serum, and then oil, and then cream. And I've been on this for I would say a month now, and my skin has just been amazing. I also want to go backwards to tell you guys about cleansing your face when you have breakouts. When you cleanse your face, especially when you have breakouts, I definitely do not recommend anything that has lactic acid, glycolic acid, any type of acid that could literally burn the upper derma of your skin when it's already being irritated. So I would highly recommend you guys to use cleansing oil, which is the Dr. G oil. Cleansing oil that are simple, that doesn't irritate your skin any further, and then it doesn't strip your skin barrier away. Then normally with my cleansing oil, because I do wear makeup almost on a daily basis, I love using just a simple cleanser. So I have this one here. This one is okay. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's just a very, very mild foaming cleanser to get rid of the oil tackiness, or depending what cleansing oil you use. And that is simply how I always do my skincare. So of course throughout the years, I am just like everyone else. I used to try these really harsh chemical exfoliates on my face, including anything that's clarifying, because when I have my breakout, I thought, okay, first thing first, you need to clean your face. You need to strip up any bacteria that's on your face. However, that's not how your skin works. If those bacteria are trapped underneath the skin, you need to build onto your skin barrier first to push off all the impurities. So it's from within and push it to the top. Then of course I got to the point of no return where my face was like a red tomato. Then I couldn't do anything else further but to go see a dermatologist to get my face looked at. Such as these type of exfoliates, I definitely do not recommend you guys to use it, especially if you have acne skin or during a breakout, because this does nothing but to burn your face. I tried. I even used up almost a quarter of this during my breakout, because in my head, that's what I thought I needed. I need to cleanse my face. I need to start getting rid of all the bacteria by stripping it. But this was such a bad thinking that I had in my head, and also because of TikTok and Instagram, people were raving about this product. If your skin is healthy, and if you are the type that has oily skin and that has a lot of dead skin that you want to remove, then I definitely think this is a good product. However, for me, because my skin was irritated, my skin was sensitive, it was just not happy. And for these type of clarifying mask, I do still go into it regularly now, but I legit stopped using any type of clarifying, any type of clay mask for 6 months. When you have a breakout, just don't use any of those. Try to see what your skin really needs. Go speak to a professional to really understand what's going on, so then you can kind of like narrow it down and target all the areas that you want to fix. And trust me, my skin was really bad. If it wasn't for these simple regimens or just speaking to the right person, I would have bought the whole Shoppers or the whole Sephora into my house and just keep tossing and playing around with the products. It's definitely not worth your time. From my personal experience of what really worked for me after my 1 full year of breakouts, and I am just more than happy to share with you guys the product that I use and which made a huge impact of my life. So I hope you guys find this video helpful, and let me know if you guys have any questions. And I also know previously I did like an ordinary video. It's cool, you know, you go on those websites and you feel like, oh, ordinary attacks this, ordinary attacks this, and attacks this. At the end of the day, don't let those websites or don't let those advisors to tell you what your skin needs. Do one thing at a time. If you have breakout, cure the breakouts first using one product. Use a pimple dressing, use a pimple cream. Do not use any type of exfoliate. Do not use any type of mask that just add on to drying the barrier of your skin. Then do one thing at a time and just wait for the result, and then everything will become better. It's easy for me to say right now because my skin, it's a lot more under control, but I can tell you guys how upset and how devastated I've been looking at my skin for the last year and a half, and just did not get any better. Good luck, everyone. Please let me know if you guys have any more recommendations. I mean, I am more open to choices now because I do understand how skincare kind of generally work for my skin type. But yeah, if you guys have products that you want to share, if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. I will try my best to reply to all of you as soon as possible. Yeah, so good luck. I hope everyone stay healthy. I hope everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.